rising like the morning sun. I'm so glad you made it.
My name is Karen. I have been kiting for about 6 years, although it goes, some years I do a lot of kiting, some years I only go on maybe 1 or 2 trips for a few sessions each. The best case scenario is I'm going with a group of friends and we rent a shared house, and it's a couple $100, $200 to $400 for the house for a week, and maybe another $200 for food that we all share and cook together. I've done some traveling by myself, which is a lot more expensive in terms of renting the accommodation and you eat out more and things like that. So when I'm traveling on my own, I really focus on super safe, good for beginner spots for kiting. So even though I think I've progressed, I'm more of an intermediate expert kiter, I still want those spots that are not too sketchy landings and launching, just because you don't know what could happen. And so when it's a beginner friendly spot, you can just feel super confident and not worry about the kiting conditions as well. They often book a lesson the first day no matter what, and that way somebody's waiting for you the first day, they show you the lay of the land, you're out in the water the first time when there's someone keeping an eye out for you, and then you can decide if you like this spot, you feel good going back out, or if you want to either take another lesson. You typically meet some of the folks either at the school or at least the coach. You can then text them and kind of understand a little bit more if you have any more questions. It's really nice to have people there who at least know that you're there as well. Definitely look for really easily accessible kiting, and what seems like a lot of people who will be there to kind of so I can show up and understand what where the spots are and where it's safe to kite, and kind of what the local etiquette and the local beach rules are. I definitely try to go to beautiful places that I would want to go to anyway. So when I went to Turks and Caicos or to Costa Rica, those are places I wanted to explore as just travel destinations as well as kiting. I'm not always focused just on what the kiting conditions are, but I also look for good kiting conditions as well. I definitely read the reviews and stay away from just random Airbnbs and try to do more either guest houses or shared houses where you're kind of more hostel style, where you're one of a group of people who will be staying at the same house and not just all by yourself. Typically you make friends and you meet people when you're there. I've always met other solo kiters as well as other people on groups, and typically you kind of find people to hang out with in the evenings and at night as well. The first thing you have to do is realize that lots of people are traveling by themselves, and you will meet other folks no matter where you go. So not just for kiting, but general travel. I have traveled many, many countries and states, driven across country all by myself, and every time I've been pleasantly surprised by how great and how nice people are in terms of welcoming you into their group for the evening, or having dinner with you, or even just chatting with you for 5 minutes, while you're sitting by yourself, but at least you kind of acknowledging that you're there. And so it's not scary, that any self-consciousness you're feeling, or if you're feeling awkward, it's all in your head, because nobody else cares at all. They're excited for you to be there and glad for you to see you traveling by yourself. Down a country road where the hands move fast, but the time moves slow. Everything's fine.